Since the Trudeau Liberals came to power in 2015, they've gone about setting up the foreign student program as a parallel immigration system. You can now get on a plane bound for Canada with a $7 visa, and as long as you can prove you've got about $10,000 in savings, you can register at a career college, be admitted to Canada, and then after 9 to 12 months of study, you can apply for permanent residency. Or you just don't leave and nobody bothers to check to see where you are. You can work up to 40 hours a week, soon to be cut back to 24 by the federal government. But okay, you can work 24 hours a week while you're here on your studies, and then you can apply for 18 months of postgraduate work permits. And those work permits, the Liberals have extended at least 3 times. So there are a number of people who came here. They did a 9-month certificate at a career college, and they have been 5 more years working full-time in Canada. That's what I mean when I say it's a parallel immigration system. You could apply through the regular immigration system, or you could play this little foreign student game that the federal Liberals have. Now, back in January, Mark Miller, who is the immigration minister, said, we're going to put a cap. We're going to put a cap on foreign students. There are too many colleges that have been set up just to milk all of these people who really are looking to become immigrants. Now, Miller didn't say they were really looking to become immigrants, but it's very clear that's what's happening. But so far this year, the Liberals have let in 216,000 student permits. This time last year, they'd let in 200,000. They've let in 16,000 more than they did last year. That doesn't sound like much of a cap to me. So the Liberals have created this situation where we have probably about 1 million foreign students in the country. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, the OECD, which represents the largest economies in the world, says we have the highest stay rate for any of our foreign students. You get it in your head that a foreign student is somebody who comes to Canada, goes to a big university or college or a technical school, studies chemistry or engineering or mathematics, languages, business. That's not what it is at all. Most of them come and they go to these little career colleges that are set up specifically for foreign students. They work almost full-time or full-time while they're here. And then they protest that they shouldn't have to leave. And the Liberals said they were going to take care of that. But now there are about 1 million foreign students, and maybe more because they don't keep track of who leaves. The official rate for those who stay is 40%. The unofficial rate's closer to 70%. And so what you've done is, in addition to the 450,000 regular immigrants that Canada is letting in every year, which is one of the highest per capita rates of any developed country, we now have all of these hundreds of thousands of foreign students who are being let in, basically so that they can become full-time permanent residents. It is ridiculous for the Liberals to think that this doesn't have an impact on inflation, on healthcare, on housing, on the job market. We were letting in about 110,000 people in all categories every month in Canada. And we haven't produced enough new jobs for 50,000, except once, so far this year. I'm not anti-immigrant. I'm not anti-foreign student. I had lots of good friends who were foreign students when I lived in residence at university. They add a lot to the experience at universities and colleges. I wouldn't want to cut back on legitimate foreign students. But what the Liberals have done is, at the time when we have a housing crisis, we have long waits for health care, and we have a rising unemployment rate, the Liberals are letting in as many people, hundreds of thousands of people as they can every year. We're going to let in probably about 1.3 million new Canadians this year at a time when we're building houses for fewer than 300,000. We're creating jobs for fewer than 400,000. And we have long health care waits as it is. This is not anti-immigrant. It's pro math.